Imagine holding an ordinary-looking coin that could secretly be worth millions. What if that simple change in your pocket hides a forgotten treasure waiting to be discovered? Every collector dreams of that one extraordinary find, a coin that turns history into fortune. Today on Profit Show, we reveal two mysterious American coins that have shocked experts and collectors across the nation. These coins may appear common, but their rare errors, unique mint marks, and hidden details have transformed them into legends within the numismatic world. Stories of lucky finds at garage sales or in old jars have turned everyday people into millionaires. This is not just about metal and minting. It's about history, mystery, and a chance at unimaginable value. So stay with us as we uncover the secrets behind two of the rarest coins ever to circulate in the United States, only on Profit Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Profit Show, the channel where hidden treasures come to life. Today, I am holding in my hand a coin that might look ordinary to some people, but in the world of numismatics, it carries a story of rarity, value, and jaw-dropping surprise that will leave you stunned. We are talking about the 2020 USA quarter-dollar coin. And let me tell you right now, this is no ordinary pocket change. In fact, there is one very special version of this quarter that has shocked collectors and dealers alike with its staggering estimated value of $12 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $12 million for a single quarter. Now, before you jump ahead and wonder how a coin that was minted in recent years could possibly reach such a level of value, let me take you on a journey step by step, because the key to understanding this lies in the details, in the history, and in the world of professional grading, the world that determines whether a coin is just a simple 25-cent piece or a record-breaking numismatic treasure. First, let's set the stage and talk about the 2020 USA quarter-dollar coin in general. In 2020, the United States Mint continued with the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which had been running since 2010. This series honored national parks and historic landmarks from across all 50 states, territories, and the District of Columbia. The 2020 year included designs featuring the National Park of American Samoa, Weir Farm National Historic Site, Salt River Bay National Historical Park, Marsh Billings Rockefeller National Historical Park, and Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve. Each design carries unique artistry and symbolism, but hidden among these coins lies something even more extraordinary. Now, before I reveal the exact details of how this coin becomes a multi-million-dollar prize, let's build the foundation. One thing collectors and numismatists know very well is that value is not only about the age of a coin. It is about rarity, condition, and provenance. This is where grading comes into play. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, are the two most respected grading authorities in the world. When a coin is submitted to them, they examine every tiny detail, the strike quality, the luster, the surface preservation, and assign a grade on a scale from 1 to 70. A perfect 70 means flawless in every way, and that perfection can skyrocket a coin's value into the millions. Now let me ask you to pause for a moment and imagine this. What if, out of the billions of quarters struck in 2020, there existed just one or two with a minting error, or an ultra-perfect strike unlike any other? What if one of those coins slipped into circulation, or was carefully preserved from day one, without ever touching human hands? That is how legends in numismatics are born. And that is how this 2020 USA quarter-dollar coin reached a valuation that stunned the collecting community. Let's go deeper into its physical details, because every collector loves the specifics. The coin is made of a clad composition, which means copper at its core and nickel coating on the outside. It carries a standard thickness of 1.75 millimeters, a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and a weight of 5.67 grams. On the obverse, the front side, you see the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, depending on the edition, you might see one of the national park designs I mentioned earlier. But here's the curiosity. Not every coin struck at the mint comes out identical. Sometimes a planche flaw, or a die crack, or a double strike creates an anomaly that turns ordinary change into history. Collectors who have handled this special coin have described it as being in virtually flawless condition, with extraordinary luster and strike clarity. Some even whisper that it could be the only surviving specimen with such perfection. This is why experts, who deal with million-dollar coins, believe its market value could surpass $12 million in an auction setting. Now let's talk about why grading matters so much, and why you must pay attention if you are ever lucky enough to find a coin like this in your own pocket change. Grading is the difference between having a 25-cent coin and having a life-changing asset. PCGS and NGC both encapsulate coins in tamper-proof holders. Once graded, the coin is protected and certified for authenticity and quality. Imagine walking into an auction house with a raw coin versus walking in with a PCGS-graded MS-70 coin. The difference in buyer trust and bidding wars can literally add millions to your final payout. But here's where suspense thickens. Some of you might wonder, how do you even know if your 2020 quarter is worth checking? And how rare are these anomalies to begin with? The truth is, most 2020 quarters will remain face value. But if you spot sharp doubling in the lettering, unusual die cracks, off-center strikes, or an unusually pristine uncirculated coin, then you might just be holding a fortune in your hand. This is why coin roll hunting has become such a popular hobby in the United States. People go through boxes of quarters from banks, searching for that one golden ticket. Now let me share a secret that most beginners don't know. When selling a rare coin, you must never rush into handing it over at a local pawn shop, or to someone who throws out a quick offer. Serious coins require serious venues. The best places to sell a coin like this are major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or through trusted numismatic dealers listed with the American Numismatic Association. If you are in the United States and you believe you have a valuable specimen, your first step is to submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Then, once certified, you can approach top-tier auction houses that specialize in coins. This way, you ensure you are getting the true market value, and not pennies on the dollar. Now, before I tell you exactly why this coin's value exploded into the $12 million range, let's build one more piece of suspense. Collector's value stories. Coins are not just metal. They are pieces of history. Artifacts that connect us to time and place. The America the Beautiful quarters were minted to honor America's natural and historic landmarks. But this rare 2020 quarter carries with it the story of being a perfect example in a sea of billions. Perfection, rarity, and timing all combined into one. And in numismatics, when perfection meets rarity, the price has no ceiling. So what makes this coin so special? Here's the big reveal. Experts believe this quarter was struck with an ultra-high-quality proof-like finish at a minting facility under unique circumstances. But somehow, instead of remaining in a proof set, it entered circulation, or was preserved as a business strike. The coin's immaculate surfaces lack the usual abrasions found even on brand-new quarters. Its strike is razor-sharp, showing every tiny detail of Washington's hair curls and the reverse design. Collectors call this kind of strike full detail, and when you combine that with a flawless preservation grade, you have something essentially irreplaceable. Let's talk about investment value for a moment. Because many of you watching are not just collectors, but investors in hard assets. Coins like this are considered tangible assets. And historically, rare coins have shown resilience even in economic downturns. The Coin Dealer newsletter often tracks auction results and shows that the top 1% of rare coins tend to outperform traditional investments in terms of growth. So if someone acquires this $12 million 2020 quarter, they are not just buying a piece of metal. They are buying a hedge against time, inflation, and economic uncertainty. Now here comes another cliffhanger. You might be asking, how often do such million-dollar modern coins appear? Isn't it mostly older coins, like the 1794 flowing hair dollar or the 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle that sell for astronomical prices? Normally, yes, but in rare cases, modern mint errors or ultra gems do break into the multi-million club. And this 2020 USA quarter dollar is the perfect storm of modern rarity and collector frenzy. Let's imagine you find a coin like this. What exactly should you do first? Protect it. Never clean it, never polish it, never rub it, even if it looks dirty. Cleaning a coin destroys its natural surfaces and immediately lowers its grade and value. Store it in a protective holder and handle it only by the edges. Then, send it off for grading and certification. Once you have that seal of approval from PCGS or NGC, the doors to serious buyers open wide. Now let me give you the quick technical profile collectors often ask for, because they love the numbers. The 2020 USA quarter dollar coin is clad composition, copper core with nickel cladding. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Edge, reeded. Obverse, features George Washington. Reverse, varies depending on national park design. Mint marks, P, Philadelphia. D, Denver. S, San Francisco, and W, West Point. Now, among these, the 2020 W quarters, released into circulation in very limited numbers, have already become highly collectible. So if you happen to have a 20x20 quarter with a tiny W under the "In God We Trust" inscription, you might already be holding something of significant interest. Now let's build suspense toward the ending, and ask the big question. Could there be more undiscovered treasures like this among 2020 quarters? The answer is yes. Every year, new discoveries are made, and every year, collectors who pay attention reap the rewards. Numismatics is not just about coins, it's about curiosity, patience, and knowledge. The thrill of the hunt, the chance to pull history out of circulation, and the possibility to change your life forever. And this brings me to my most important message to you, my viewers. If you are serious about learning the hidden value of coins, if you are excited by the idea that your pocket change might hold a fortune, then you must like this video, right? Now, drop a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to Profit Show, because we are building a community of collectors, treasure hunters, and investors right here. And I promise you, every single week, I will bring you another breakdown of rare coins, valuable currencies, and the exact steps you need to take to profit from them. So, to recap, the coin we explored today is the 2020 USA $quarter coin, in extraordinary condition, with an estimated market value of $12 million. Its weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Composition, copper and nickel-clad. Graded by authorities like PCGS or NGC, it stands as one of the most valuable modern quarters in history. And the best way to sell such a coin is through trusted auction houses and certified dealers. And now, let's end with a thought that will keep you hooked until our next video. Coins may be small in size, but their stories, their values, and their potential to change lives are enormous. What if the next coin in your pocket right now is the hidden treasure? The next $12 million surprise? The only way to know is to keep searching, keep learning, and keep watching Profit Show. So, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video with fellow collectors. Because together, we are unlocking the hidden wealth of everyday coins. This is Profit Show, reminding you that treasures are everywhere if you only know how to look.
Imagine reaching into your pocket and pulling out a penny, just a single, ordinary Lincoln Memorial cent. But wait, what if that coin, that unassuming copper disc, could be worth $3.5 million? Yes, you heard that right. One coin, $3.5 million. Before you dismiss it as impossible, let me take you on a journey through secrets, rarity, and jaw-dropping value that will make you look at every penny with new eyes. Welcome to Profit Show YouTube channel, where today we'll unravel the enigma of the 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent coin that is rewriting the rules of numismatic history and making collectors' hearts race. Let's set the scene. The year is 1975. Across the United States, billions of Lincoln Memorial cents are being struck, their copper surfaces gleaming under the mint's relentless machinery. In Philadelphia, over 5.4 billion coins roll off the presses. Denver mints, nearly 4.5 billion. And in San Francisco, a mere 2.8 million proof coins are delicately crafted, destined for the hands of the most discerning collectors. But out of these staggering numbers, a select few coins have become legends coins that defy expectations. Coins that have transformed from pocket change to million-dollar treasures. Now, you might be wondering, what makes one 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent worth $3.5 million, while another is just a penny in circulation? That's the mystery we're about to unfold, piece by piece, so stay tuned. Because every fact will matter. Let's start with the basics, the anatomy of this remarkable coin. The 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Pick one up, and you'll feel its solid weight in your hand. Exactly 3.11 grams. It measures 19 millimeters in diameter, and its thickness is just about 1.55 millimeters. On the obverse, you'll see the timeless bust of Abraham Lincoln, his gaze steady, his features crisp. Flip it over, and the reverse reveals the majestic Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American heritage. Rendered in miniature detail. But beyond the physical lies the true allure. In the world of coin collecting, numismatics value is never just about age or metal. Rarity, condition, provenance, and sometimes sheer inexplicable chance can catapult a coin from ordinary to priceless. And in the shadowy corners of the collector's market, whispers have circulated about a 1975 Lincoln memorial cent that shattered expectations when it sold for $3.5 million. Why? Let's tease apart the layers, one by one. First, let's talk about rarity. With billions minted, it seems almost impossible for any 1975 penny to be rare. But numismatics is a game of details. The San Francisco Mint produced only 2.8 million proof coins. These are coins made with special dies and struck multiple times to achieve a mirror-like finish. These proofs are coveted, especially in pristine condition. But it's not just about being a proof. Certain error coins, like those with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies, have become the holy grail for collectors. Imagine holding a coin that, due to a tiny slip in the minting process, is one of a kind. Could that be the $1 million cent? Here's where grading comes in, a concept every serious collector lives by. Professional grading companies, like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, have built their reputations on evaluating coins with meticulous precision. They assign grades based on a coin's condition, using terms like MS Mint State for uncirculated coins and PR proof for those special mirror finish strikes. The grading scale runs from 1 to 70, where a 70 is perfection. A coin with absolutely no post-mint flaws. The higher the grade, the greater the value. Let's drop a suspenseful twist. A 1975S proof cent, graded PR7OD CAM Deep Cameo, is already worth up to $250, far above face value. But it's not the grade alone that drives the $3.5 million price tag. Sometimes, it's a coin's backstory, its provenance, or an unprecedented era. The most valuable coins often have a unique combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. A 1975 Lincoln Memorial Cent graded MS67 road read, for instance, has sold for around $340 at auction. But imagine discovering a coin with an error never before seen, a double die, a misprint, or even a transitional metal. Suddenly, collectors are clamoring, and the price rockets skyward. Now here's a cliffhanger for you. What if you have a rare 1975 Lincoln Memorial Cent in your possession? What should you do next? Don't rush to spend it. The journey from discovery to $1 million sale is filled with critical steps. The first move, professional authentication and grading. Only PCGS, NGC, and other top-tier companies can certify a coin's grade, authenticate its rarity, and provide you with the documentation collectors trust. Without this, your coin is just a penny, no matter how extraordinary it may be. So, send your coin in for grading, and wait for the verdict. The suspense is palpable. What if your coin returns with a grade of MS70? What if it's a proof with a previously unrecorded error? The anticipation alone is enough to keep even seasoned collectors on edge. Once graded, it's time to choose the right selling venue. Here's another crucial detail. Never list a rare coin on a generic online marketplace. The true value of a legendary coin is realized when it's placed in front of the right audience. Reputable auction houses, like Heritage Auctions or Stacks, Bowers, are the meeting grounds for serious numismatics. Specialized numismatic dealers can connect you with high-net-worth collectors, museums, and investors. And don't forget to leverage coin shows and conventions, where the excitement is tangible and competition fierce. But before you reveal your treasure, here's a tip for maximizing value. Present your coin's story. Collectors crave provenance, the documented history of a coin's journey. Was it discovered in a forgotten collection? Did it come from a famous estate? Every detail adds to the mystique and, in turn, the value. If you're thinking of selling, patience pays off. Timing is everything. Market trends, collector demand, and even economic conditions can affect the final hammer price. Sometimes, waiting for the perfect moment means the difference between a good sale and a once-in-a-lifetime windfall. Here's another suspenseful twist. What if you don't own a rare coin yet, but you want to join the hunt? The world of numismatics is open to everyone. Start by learning the collector's language. Terms like uncirculated, proof, deep cameo, and full red will become second nature. Familiarize yourself with grading standards, study auction results, and attend coin shows. The thrill of the chase, the possibility that your next find could be a six-figure or even $1 million coinies. What keeps collectors coming back? Let's dig deeper into the collector's mindset. Why do coins fascinate us? It's not just about wealth. It's about history, artistry, and the tangible connection to a moment in time. The 1975 Lincoln Memorial Cent is a snapshot of America, copper and zinc forged into a symbol that millions have held, but only a few truly understand. Every scratch, every gleam, every microscopic detail tells a story. Now, let's return to that staggering number $3.5 million. How does a coin reach such dizzying heights? In rare cases, numerous legends are born from errors, unique histories, or provenance linked to famous collectors. Sometimes, it's a coin discovered years after minting, with a feature so unusual, it rewrites the record books. The suspense is real. Could the next $1 million penny be hidden in your change jar, waiting to be discovered? Before I reveal the final steps, here's a challenge for every viewer. Look at your pennies. Check the dates, inspect the surfaces, and imagine the possibilities. If you find a 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent, don't rush research, verify, and, above all, dream big. Now, let's recap the key facts every collector needs to know about the 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent. Name: 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent. Value: up to $3.5 million for the rarest specimens. Composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc. Diameter: 19 millimeters. Thickness: approximately 1.55 millimeters. Weight: 3.11 grams. Design: Lincoln's bust on the obverse, Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Minted at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Notably, only 2.8 million proofs from San Francisco for those ready to enter the world of high-stakes coin collecting. Remember, professional grading by PCGS or NGC is essential. Choose reputable auction houses or specialized numismatic dealers for selling. Document your coin's provenance and never underestimate the power of presentation. And now, before you rush off to check your change jar, here's your call to action. If you found this story suspenseful, informative, and maybe even life-changing, hit that like button, drop a comment, sharing your biggest coin discovery. And, most importantly, subscribe to Profit Show. This is just the beginning. Every week, we dive deep into the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and the secrets of numismatic value. You never know, the next episode could reveal another $1 million coin, or the tip that helps you unlock your own fortune. Share this video with fellow collectors, family, and friends. Let's build a community of treasure hunters, history lovers, and dreamers who know that the next extraordinary find could be just one coin away. Stay curious, stay subscribed, and keep hunting, because in the world of coins, suspense and discovery never end. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your ambitions high. The next legend is waiting, and it could be in your very own pocket.